right, we are live here in the Pace Studio with Dishwalla. Welcome, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for being here today. Can you tell us a little bit about the first song you're going to play for us?
Maze Like Garden.
The song's called Maze Like Garden. It's on our new record, Juniper Road, which is out this month. And it's kind of a song that I think out of all the songs on the record is kind of a great kind of indie alt-rock throwback vibe. It's got a great vibe, I think, and it's been playing really well live. And I don't know, Rodney, what's the song about?
Well, I mean, the short answer would be it's sort of about uninterrupted bliss.
Well,
So,
perfect. Whenever you're ready.
2, 3, 4.
Daisies grow wild in her garden, maze like garden. She twines the vines around her fingers, eating the petals one by one. In her garden, one by one, maze like garden. Nothing can touch us while we're inside of here. We will be gods while we live in her dreams. We run for cover under summer, cream-colored skies above. And even if all we do is lie here, watching the clouds float on one by one. In her garden, one by one, beautiful garden. Nothing can touch us while we're inside of here. We will be gods while we live in our dreams.
you mentioned the new record, Juniper Road, and it's the first new record in over 10 years. What inspired you to get back to recording, and how did this sort of come together?
I think I could speak for everybody. Maybe we've essentially been touring for about 10 years, quite continuously and steadily, and it was an intentional premeditation to wait and kind of be a rock band and just be playing songs live. And when we wanted to return to the studio, it was to create more of an album that is representative of what our live show is like and what our audience's live experience and kind of the energy that we kind of do nightly, instead of kind of being holed up in a studio and songs are slower and kind of devoid of kind of maybe some of that raw rock and roll emotion that people see live.
Cool. Well, you've got another one for us. Can you tell us what it is and tell us a little bit about it?
This next song we're gonna play. Well, this next song is called. It's our new single off our record that is being put out all over radio and the interwebs, and it's called "Give Me a Sign."
This is a Paste exclusive.
This is a Paste exclusive.
We've never played this song acoustically before, so
Awesome.
We've never even practiced this acoustically, and our bass player is playing guitar today, and our keyboard player is playing a plastic tinker toy. So we're gonna give it a shot, and it's called "Give Me a Sign," and we'll see what happens.
Awesome.
Just started. Yeah. Just started all together. 2, 3, 4.
You walked into the crowded room on the first day of the past. I watched the conversation stop. Above the earth you made your way as the tides did slowly part. I knew from then I had no choice. From the darkness to the spotlight, I will keep you trained in my sights till I finally get the chance to know how to find my way through the window. Where do you go when the lights go down? What do you scream when there's no one around? Been waiting for you for all of this time. You're burning bright like a dying star, the setting fire to this endless dark. I've been waiting for you to give me a sign. Just give me a sign. A new day opens up the door to the one who stopped the train, but you're still so weary from the war. I'm gonna climb to the highest tower to shout, call your armies to the rescue. All those scars, they won't protect you when you finally drip it all away and let it all come in from the outside. Where do you go when the lights go down? What do you scream when there's no one around? Burning bright
Lots of Facebook likes on that one
Oh,
too.
good. Oh,
Lots
cool.
of people digging it.
Nice.
So you recorded the new record at Eric Burden's place in Joshua Tree, is that right?
We did. Eric Burden and Mariana Burden are good friends of ours, and we were thinking about when we were thinking about doing the record, and we'd spent so much time, waiting for the right moment. We were. I was out to dinner with Eric and Mariana one night, talking about, wow, where are we going to do this? How? And they were so gracious and generous to offer up their place in Joshua Tree. Said you should just go out there and be away from everybody, and it was perfect because we didn't want to be, like we said, holed up in a studio and
Right, yeah.
away. So it was this great kind of artistic vibe, and we went to their place out there, and it was like landing on Mars, and it was a spectacular compound with no neighbors and just the desert for as far as the eye could see. And we were able to spend 2 weeks out there and record with the doors and windows open, with amps and drums blaring out into the darkness of the night.
Oh, wow.
And for 2 weeks, and just get weird with it and get creative and make a rock record. And it was magic, and it really created kind of the energy and the vibe and the direction of how the album turned out. Without that place, I don't know what it would have sounded like.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, you guys have one more for us. Can you tell us what it is and tell us a little bit about it?
Scotty.
I don't know what to say about it. It doesn't need much introduction, but we're gonna give you Counting Blue Cars.
Awesome.
It's, if the kids were not born yet in 1996, it was you couldn't escape it back then. So
Now's your chance.
That's your chance.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Must have been mid-afternoon. I could tell by how far the child's shadow stretched out, and he walked with a purpose in his sneakers down the street. He had many questions, like children often do. He said, tell me all your thoughts on God. Tell me, am I very far? Must have been late inside people and ask many questions like children often do. Tell me all your thoughts on God, 'cause I really like to meet her and ask her why we're who we are. Hey. And tell me all your thoughts on God, 'cause I'm on my way to see her. So tell me, am I very far? Am I very far now? Am I very far now? Am I very far now? Tell me,
That was awesome.
Thank you.
Well, before we let you go, we want to let people who are tuned in know where they can next see you live. You're going to be in Nashville on Wednesday. Is
We're
that-
playing day after tomorrow, Wednesday.
City Winery,
City
Nashville.
Winery in Nashville, and the day after that, we're playing City Winery in Atlanta. Or you can catch us on tour. We're joining back up with our friends in Marcy Playground and Fuel in North Carolina, Jacksonville, North Carolina,
Jacksonville.
And then Savannah, Georgia.
and then Savannah, Georgia, and that will be all this week.
Awesome.
Otherwise, we'll see you down the road.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for being here today, guys. We really appreciate it.
Thank you very much for having us. We had a
Appreciate
good
it.
time.